morning. Mike from VentureCast here. And Carnival came in hot yesterday with the big announcement, the long-awaited, highly anticipated revamping of the loyalty program that they have. And boy, just judging by the comments that I've seen on social media, the comment section of the various videos I watched covering it yesterday, the response is not good. And I think it's safe to say that we haven't seen a betrayal like this since Godfather 2.
I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart. You broke my heart.
Well, all kidding aside, folks, they did make their announcement yesterday. And like I said, I don't think this was what people saw coming. I don't think this is what the majority of the Carnival loyalists really want. I think it's just basically Carnival has made the decision to go, stop rewarding loyalty. The Carnival loyalists that they've enjoyed over the years, in lieu of who can come in and who can drop as much cash as they want in a short amount of time. One of the things that I've liked, or I've kind of admired about Carnival, is this atmosphere of enjoying or rewarding the loyal customers and having like a family atmosphere, and people when they get on the cruise and they check into their cabin and they go and they get their loyalty card, they wear it around their neck, and it's like a topic of discussion. Everybody's, oh, you're this, you're a gold, you're a red, or oh, you're a blue, this is your first cruise. And even the crew members, get into it. The cruise director will talk to you about it, and it's just it's kind of like a family atmosphere. You're part of something. But with this new program, now you won't be able to tell who's really been a Carnival loyalist, who's been cruising on Carnival for decades, because I can simply come in, book a cruise, maybe a couple of cruises in a year, and just go to town with my credit card and just book all kinds of stuff, and just go to the casino and drop all kinds of cash. And now I'm leapfrogging ahead of all these other folks that have been with Carnival for ever and a day. So I don't know. I guess I kind of see where Carnival is going. It's no secret when the pandemic hit, all the cruise lines took a hit. They took on a lot of debt after the restart, after the pandemic. And so at some point, you've got to recoup your losses. You've got to get that money back. And, I think they needed the Carnival loyalists to get things going, to get on the cruises, to get their numbers up. But I think they've decided, hey, let's get some people in here that's just really going to spend some money, and we're going to reward those folks. There's no more loyalty. The loyalty is gone. The thrill is gone. So, I don't know about this. It's going to be curious to see how this all plays out, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell, folks. The program is revamped, and so you do have a little bit of time to keep enjoying whatever level you're at. If you're one of those diamond folks, they gave you a 6-year period starting next year. So really, you've got the next 7 years, assuming you don't accumulate any more points or the necessary amount of points to stay at diamond. You'll have the next 7 years to enjoy your diamond status. And if you're a platinum, you'll get the next 3 years really to enjoy it. Myself, I left off at gold, so I'm pretty close to platinum. I think I need one more cruise to get me over the top. I don't know if I'm going to get there now. I don't know. And honestly, does that mean I'll never go on another Carnival cruise? No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm a cruise enthusiast. I'm not really tied to any Carnival cruise or any cruise line. And so I just look for the itinerary. If the ship interests me. Who's got the best deal. So it's not really going to impact me so much, but I do feel for some of these folks that are probably, let's face it, they're up in years and maybe they're retired and they've been with Carnival, for decades, and they spent all that time going on all those cruises, and maybe sometimes they had suites, maybe sometimes they, dropped a lot of money in the casino, maybe they brought their families on board, maybe they had weddings on board, who knows? And so they reached that diamond level and they've been enjoying it, and so maybe now in their later years in life, they're retired, maybe they're on a fixed income, and the only thing they have to look forward to is going on that one Carnival cruise per year. And it may be only a 3-day cruise, maybe that's all they can afford. But they get to enjoy that diamond status. They get that treatment. It's a highlight, it's something that, they look forward to all year. And when they get home, they tell their grandkids about it. They have pictures, they have memories. And, now that's gone, or it's going to be gone. At the end of the day, I guess we all have to realize, and I'm not that naive. Yes, I understand it's Carnival, just like all these cruises. It's a business, it's a business, and from time to time, if a business isn't meeting the expectations of their shareholders or their bottom line, there's gonna be changes, and I think that's what we saw here. I think it was nothing more than that. I think they decided that that they needed to do something to maybe they were getting the numbers of people coming back, but the spending wasn't there, the onboard spending, and I think this is what they decided to do. They just figured, well, we want to encourage more onboard spending. We don't want the we like the people that come on board and cruise, but if they're just sitting in their cruise cabin and they're not going to specialty dining and they're not playing in the casino, we'd rather not have those people. We want the people that's coming in and spending like drunken sailors, and so that's it, but I mean, they did give a year's kind of lead in to this program. So I suspect that right now they're monitoring social media. They're reading the comments just like me and everybody else, and I think by now they know that this is not popular. They know that there's going to be some blowback, and I'm sure the guest services line is going to be lit for a little while. So I don't know. Will they 3 or 4 months from now, will they come back and say, okay, well, we decided that this isn't going to be that popular, and maybe we need to tweak it a little bit. So here we go. But I'll stay on top of it, and I'll definitely do a video. But yeah, that's the new Carnival Rewards program. So let me know in the comments what you think about it. I've given my opinion. I don't like it. I think it's a bad move. But let me know what you think. First of all, are you one of these Carnival loyalists? Are you these people that look forward to your Carnival cruise, look forward to the sail away party, the chocolate melting cake, the Dr. Seuss breakfast, all of that. Is that are you one of those people, and how do you feel about it? You know, are you diamond? Are you platinum? You know, moving forward, is this going to cause you to look elsewhere? Are you now thinking of going to some other cruise line, MSC, NCL, Royal? So yes, let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, folks. As always, if you like this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up on the way out. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please consider subscribing. It's 100% free, helps the channel grow, helps push the message out to the masses. And I truly do appreciate anybody that watches, likes, subscribes, shares, comments. Hope you have a good day, and I hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're doing. And I will see you on the next video. Take care, everybody.